All right, let's jump right into a concept that it might just completely change how you see everything. We're going to explore this idea that reality isn't something that just happens to you, but that it actually flows from you. This is our explainer on the consciousness mirror.
So let's start with this really powerful question. Think about it. The job you have, the people in your life, the challenges you keep running into, what if none of it is random? What if instead it's all a perfect, unfiltered projection of what's going on inside of you, right now? And that brings us to the core idea here, the consciousness mirror. The theory is, it's surprisingly simple. Your outer world is a direct reflection of your inner world. Everything you see, everything you experience, is like a mirror showing you the exact state of your own consciousness. So, how does this even work? Well, it requires a pretty huge shift in perspective, moving from seeing yourself as a person in a world to realizing the world is actually in you.
The way this philosophy sees it, what we call reality is actually a kind of sacred illusion. Now, that doesn't mean it's fake or meaningless. Actually, it's the opposite. It's this dynamic, interactive playground that's been perfectly designed to help us wake up, to see ourselves more clearly.
Now, you might be thinking, this sounds like some kind of New Age concept, right? Well, not at all. The roots of this idea are incredibly ancient. Let's take a look at the philosophical blueprints for the consciousness mirror.
You've probably heard this one before. This is a foundational Hermetic axiom. As within, so without. This isn't just a nice, poetic saying. It's presented as a fundamental law of the cosmos. It's suggesting that there's this perfect unity between the microcosm, that's you, your inner world, and the macrocosm, which is the entire universe. Your inner landscape is literally setting the stage for your outer experience.
And oh man, Plato's allegory of the cave just nails this. He describes these prisoners who have only ever seen shadows dancing on a cave wall, and they're convinced that the shadows are real. They don't know there's a fire behind them casting those shadows. Well, this theory suggests that we are those prisoners. We're mistaking our external world, the shadows, for the true source, which is our own consciousness casting them.
Okay, so let's fast forward a couple thousand years. It turns out modern science, in fields as different as physics and psychology, stumbled upon ideas that are, they're a fascinating echo of this ancient wisdom. It's like they're bridging the gap between the mystical and the scientific.
Yeah, after centuries of looking outward at the world, science started to find these really strange reflections of these ancient inward-looking ideas.
And this is what's so wild. How two completely different fields arrived at a similar conclusion. You've got quantum physics, where the very act of observing something collapses it from a wave of infinite possibilities into one single reality. And then you've got Jungian psychology, where the unconscious mind literally projects our unacknowledged shadow traits onto other people. In both cases, an internal process is fundamentally shaping what we call external reality.
Let's dig into Jung's idea for a second, because it's so incredibly practical. Think about someone in your life who just drives you crazy, the one who really gets under your skin. Jung would say that you're probably projecting your own shadow, the parts of yourself you've disowned or don't want to see, right onto them. So the world becomes this perfect mirror for your own inner conflicts. That person, that external enemy, is actually a teacher, showing you exactly where you need to look to know yourself better.
So, if this is all true, how does it actually work? What are the mechanics? Let's get into the operating system that runs this whole mirror reality.
So, think of it like a continuous feedback loop. It all starts with your inner state, your core beliefs, your emotions, the scripts running in your subconscious. This state then broadcasts a kind of energetic frequency, a resonance. The outer world then literally organizes itself to perfectly match that frequency. And then, and this is the kicker, that outer experience reinforces your original inner belief. And boom, the loop starts over. This is how we get stuck in the same patterns over and over until we finally see the loop itself.
A fantastic way to think about this is like a film projector. Your subconscious mind holds the film, these old reels of deeply ingrained beliefs, a lot of which you're not even aware of. It projects this film outward, 24/7, and your physical reality is simply the screen showing you what's on the reel. So the most important part is this. To change the movie, you can't scream at the screen. It's pointless, right? You have to change the film inside the projector.
This slide breaks it down even more. Just look at that top row for a second. If your inner state is one of unconscious fear or a feeling of lack, your subconscious will act like a filter, literally blinding you to opportunities and highlighting everything that confirms that feeling of scarcity. But on the flip side, look at a state of alignment or coherence. The mechanism is intentional focus matched with emotion, and the reflection? Synchronicity. Things just line up. Doors open. Your inner frequency truly dictates your outer reality.
Okay, so what's the whole point of this? I mean, if life is just a reflection or some kind of dream, what are we supposed to do with that? Well, the purpose of the mirror isn't to shatter it or escape it. It's to use it, to become a lucid dreamer in your own life.
And this is the key. This is the big shift in identity. You have to realize that you are not just a character in the story. You're not the dream. You are the consciousness that is dreaming it all into being. You are the dreamer. And that realization, that is the source of all your power.
And this leads to what you could call lucid living. It's just like in a lucid dream, where you suddenly realize, hey, I'm dreaming, and you can start to influence what happens. Lucid living is about being awake to the true nature of reality while you are still in it. You stop just blindly reacting to events, and you start navigating your life with wisdom and conscious intention.
And this is so important. This is not about trying to escape the world or dismissing it as just an illusion. The goal is the complete opposite of that. It's about fully showing up, understanding your sacred role as a co-creator, and consciously participating in this beautiful, messy, incredible dance of reality.
And so we end right back where we started, with a question for you. If your external world is a perfect, undeniable mirror of your inner state, what will you choose to show it? What will you choose to reflect?